Welcome to the mix, and on the mix we have Dwayne. Go check out the video, leave your comments, and remember to subscribe to the channel as always. And remember, have a wonderful day. God loves you, and I love you. Stay tuned.
Yeah, the yellow bus are going, and you and this, and Amisha talking, Amisha throw word pan, and I just shook my head. I'm like, this woman she just doesn't stop. She just doesn't stop. Like, no, I am not on your live, lady. I was busy decorating my cakes. I wasn't on your live watching you. I didn't even know nothing. I did on the road, I deliver the cakes them. I never did on your live, no. Because I can't be focusing on you and then focusing on my lovely cakes. So I wasn't on your live yesterday. I wasn't watching you and your foolishness. As a matter of fact, it's after that I was done that I got the information in my phone. Like, no, I wasn't watching you, lady. Definitely was not watching you. I wasn't watching your live. Like, in her head, she just feels like she is the everlasting, I don't know. I guess it's us who makes her feel like that, honestly, it's us. We have nobody but ourselves to blame. We have nobody but ourselves to blame, because if we had shut this shit down from a long time ago, this woman wouldn't be patrolling social media acting like she's a shit, and we have nobody but ourselves to blame for that. She is acting like she's the everlasting, the ever this, the ever that, and she's untouchable and blah, 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 and she's the one who makes the world go round. She's the one who puts gas in your car, because of these idiotic people who give her that power. I mean, I could have gone so deep into what happened yesterday, but I was just like, sure. It don't even matter, because it's like I'd be getting myself worked up for what? When you look at the people who were in attendance at her foolishness, they all look like grandmas and grannies. I mean, I know we don't have a look, because look at me, I'm a grandma, but you get what I'm trying to say. They just all look like people who need love. They look like they need love. And it's just, I was just like, wow. I was like, wow, no wonder why they behave the way they do, because you could see low self-esteem printed all over their faces. You could see society rejects printed all over their faces, all over how they look, how they dress. You could see it all over them. And I'm like, wow. So, you know what that event did, or whatever it is that she had, you know what it did? It gave us a closer bird's eye view into the type of people who support her. That's what it does, what it did. It made us realize the types of people who troll us on a regular basis for her. Like, it opened up our eyes, and we're like, if we didn't get it at that point, now we got it. We're like, oh, so that's why them did that. Oh, you're like, oh, okay, so that's why them did that trouble we, and I will never know and ask and cold fat and blah, blah, blah. Now we know. Now we know these types of people and what they look like and why they do the things they do and stuff like. It all makes sense now, because it is so absurd that we're getting this, and they're like, what the hell? Now we know. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Yeah, yes, she wants so much to be validated. She wants to be validated so much. It's all a show and tell, and approving of this, and I gotta prove this, and I gotta prove that. It was just crazy for me. Crazy. I mean, I have so much to say, but I can't even remember, because I'm so tired from yesterday. I can't even remember what I wanted to say.
She's so well at that. Don't start so well.
She uses poor people to uplift herself, because she knows that, people love poor people. They love to help poor people. And she built herself off of that, and then made it seem like she's some Wonder Woman. No, you're not. You built yourself off of poor people, lady. You benefited highly from poor people. And your little counterpart there, what's his name over there in the UK? He just came up and tried to do the same thing that you did. Nowadays when they come on my page too, Cheryl, as they make a comment, I just block them. I don't even argue with them, because it's useless. They're going to still consider me this. They're going to say I'm this, I'm bitter, I'm a bad mind, I am obsessed. No, I'm not obsessed there. If I was obsessed with you, I would have been riding you for 3 years straight, for 4 years. But no, I left you alone and made you gain your riches through scamming or whichever way you were gaining your riches from. And I left you alone while I ran my business. I was not obsessed with you. You are not the image of obsession at all. There's nothing attractive about you at all. Not your attitude, not your personality, not your hair, not your body. Nothing about you is obsessed worth, you know. So no, I'm not obsessed with you. You have this delusion of what they call it, delusion of grandeur or something like that, where you feel like you are you're bigger than God, you know. But that's not the case there. I am angry at you, yes, because you consistently try to when you think about it, I could sue her for calling me mentally unstable. I could really sue her for it because she said it multiple times on her video. You know, I could sue her for making a mockery, claiming that I'm mentally unstable. I would go to my doctor and stuff like that, and let my doctor give me an evaluation. And once I get the proof from my doctor, I would sue her. I can sue her. She is an international entity, and she's also Jamaican. And remember, my business is registered in Jamaica, so I can sue her for referencing or referring to me as mentally unstable. I can. You know, I can sue her, you know. So I don't understand why she keeps referring to me as mentally unstable. You know, I could sue her for that. You don't think so? I think I can. You know, I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, I can't sue this lady for calling me mentally ill. You know, I could go to my PCP, have him refer me to a mental health specialist, do a mental health evaluation. And once I get my clearance, I could just continue with documentation to sue her nasty ass, because I don't understand why is it that you would refer to me as mentally ill because I'm criticizing something that's very public, you know. I should leave. No, I'm not going to leave her alone, Patterson. I'm not going to leave her alone because she is calling me mentally ill. Now, I want to role play a little bit, because since I'm mentally ill, I think I need to role play into that description. Since I'm mentally ill, so you can't tell a mentally ill person anything. Like, that mentally ill person will not stop. She's going to continue annoying you, like if she's mentally ill. So I'm just going to role play into my position that she gave me, and continually be a mentally ill person to her. So Mabel or Abel or Cable or whatever your damn name is, no, I'm not going to leave her alone. Okay. I'm going to act into that whole persona that she gave me. Mabel is ugly. You see a lot of, I could be mean. And, but you know what I'm thinking? She said a lot of hard boxing her phone and old people in her phone. And well, it's funny because I'm like looking at the people who were at this event, and all I'm seeing are people who were over 60 at this event, you know? And I'm like, so when she's calling people hardback and old in the phone, she's speaking to her followers, because everybody in her event were over 60 years of age. Am I wrong? They were pretty much grannies, if you get what I'm trying to say. They look like they should have been home making blue draws or something, you know. They look like they should have been home mixing some sweet potato pudding or something. Like they all look like that. They look like they should have been home going to the bush or something.
Going to the bush.
Mm-hmm. You know, like they should have been home maybe knitting. You know, so how are you going to call people old and hardback when your entire following is old and hardback? Okay, now as far as let me tell you what I saw yesterday, the little glimpse of what I saw yesterday, because I was too in my element. I was pretty much in my element, focusing on so many things yesterday, so I didn't even get a chance to, you know, I didn't even get a chance to look at anything, but that one over there in the UK, okay, You wanted to tell me that he closed his business, like he shut his business down and flew across the mountains and the rivers and the seas, for hours. How long is the flight to Canada? To be quite honest, I was expecting the bus to come across the border. Okay, I was expecting to see that yellow bus fly over the border. I don't know. I was expecting it to drive over the border. And LaDonna, the bus missed you. LaDonna, the bus missed you. You see, LaDonna, this is why you shouldn't get yourself involved in anything, because, you put on your yellow suit and all of these other stuff, and you sit there from your home with your children and your husband, and you have comments about every damn thing. And how do you feel to know that these two idiots who were exposed and dehumanized by their friend are now friends again?
I forgot to enter my done.
Okay. Listen, don't you? It's 6 to 7 hours. So you're telling me you sat on a flight for 6 to 7 hours and closed your business down? Wow. I heard in the comment section was crazy. I heard they were dunning him in the comment section, honey. I was like, what? Oh my God. And you know what? I feel like he went there. He went there to get his own following. And this is why she didn't get up. She was watching him with her followers, because she didn't want him to solicit any one of her followers there. So she didn't move from there the entire time, because she's protecting her money. Her followers are her money. Her followers is her money, right? So what she was doing, she was watching him, because he's sneaky like that. Like, he will try to talk to this one to get them in his pockets, because he knows that these old women, have money in some cases. They